What's going on, guys? This is Hector here with Vapin Lizards, and today we're going to be doing an e-liquid review on Killa Clouds. Killa Clouds consists of 7 flavors. There are a Max VG e-liquid line, and they're based out of Braden, Florida. So we're going to talk about the bottles, we're going to talk about how they're made, we're going to talk about flavorings, we're going to vape them, and the goods and bads about it, and give you all that information that you need. First off, let's take a close look to the bottles and see what we think about the bottles. As you can see, guys, the graphics of the bottles right here, very cool graphics from the bottles. Right there on the top, they have the Killa Clouds, their brand name. Right there to your left side, you're gonna have the flavoring and the nicotine level on that e-liquid. On the other side, we're gonna have all the ingredients and what it contains and all that good information. That's always good to know. The bottle seems pretty strong, pretty solid. It has a what I call the double child-proof cap. There might be another word for it, but I call it double child-proof cap because there's you have to crack it open here. You're gonna break the seal here, and it's a bigger cap than your regular bottles. All right, so let's get right to it. Let's get to vape these e-liquids. I haven't personally tried any of them besides one, so it's gonna be all new for me. So let's give it a shot. So first in line, we got Killa Yogurt. I'm just looking on my phone to see the flavorings on them. This strawberry, blackberry, and blueberry smoothie requires no refrigeration, but will give you the same pick-me-up as the real thing. Catchy name. Let's see how it vapes. Alright, so far it smells great. It smells really good. Intaking, I get blackberries in the inhale. In the exhale, I get the blueberries. In inhale and in exhale, I get hints of strawberry here and there. It's a good flavor. I like that. I'm actually very surprised I like it because I usually am not into the blackberry, but that's really good. It tastes almost like just a handful of Jolly Ranchers and you eating a whole bunch of Jolly Ranchers. Very good flavor. And intense cloud density. Next up, we got Dead Red. Dead Red is supposed to be like a Mountain Dew, Code Red. So we'll be the judge of that because I like that soda a lot. So hopefully it doesn't let me down. First things, it smells straight up like Mountain Dew Code Red. Straight up, no questions asked about that. The taste is there. Obviously, it's not gonna be like the exact same drink, but it's there. You definitely, if you vape this without knowing what it is, and you drink Mountain Dew Code Red, you'll be like, this tastes like Mountain Dew Code Red. You can definitely taste it. Not straight to the dot, which is clearly it's completely fine, because it's hard to get an e-juice straight to the point as a drink or a food or a fruit or whatever the case may be. But it's right there. Very good in liquid. I can definitely vape that one too. All right, next up we got Dynamite Ghost Pop. Dynamite Ghost Pop. Our take on the orange dream bar starts with a perfectly ripped, sweet, juicy oranges and mellows to sugar blast with delicious cream. It's really blurry, guys. I apologize. I can barely read it. Delicious, creamy goodness. Tastes so rich you'll think it's dessert, but without ever feeling full. So it smells, it smells straight up like orange dream bar. Straight up, super strong, smells super strong. So definitely they got sweetener in there and they got flavoring for days in there, which is great. It really tastes like a orange dream bar, that's for sure. The only thing that it literally needs for it to be exactly like a dream bar is to have a kick of cool menthol, and it'll be just like it, because you know it's cold and it doesn't tend to be cold in the e-liquid. So like literally all it needs is a little kick of coolness into it, a little kick of menthol in there, and it'll be right to the dot. All right, next up we got Bump Up. Bump Up is the mix of red cherries, tart lemon lime, and sweet black raspberries. Goodness tastes just like the popsicle, only without the stick and the melting mess on the 4 summer day. That's a really good description right there. I like that. So let's see how this vapes, and let's talk about it because this sounds very catchy. I love that popsicle as a kid, so it might bring childhood memories. All right, let's see how this vapes. And by the way, again, so far, it's the most wonderful, super strong smell, which I do like that. Again, that one is just like the previous one. If it had that cool kick to it, it'll be straight to the dot, just like the description, just like the little popsicle ice cream to the dot. I really like that. Really good flavor. Inhale and exhale, you get the same amount of flavor. You don't get one and then the other on the exhale. You get the same in the inhale, same in the exhale. Very good flavor, delicious flavor for lack of better words. Good job on that one for sure. That's one of my personal favorites so far. All right, next up we got Berry Got Frosted. Berry Got Frosted is breakfast served all day long with this perfectly blended mix of grain oats, sugar frosting, strawberry, and a hint of ripped sliced bananas. On top, got milk, question mark. That is a very catchy name, I like that. It's a breakfast flavor, so it's kind of at my ball field. So this is something I will like. First things I can pick out is the hints of banana. I can get that for sure. The other two flavors, the strawberries, the oats, and all that stuff, I can't really pick it up. I can't seem to pick those up. I don't know if it's because the oats is something I'm not used to, but I love strawberry, so I should be able to pick it up right off the bat. So I don't know what's going on with this one. I can vape it. I don't mind the bananas as long as it's hints, but I can't pick out the rest of the flavors. And again, that's just me personally. It's all subjective. All right, next up we got Dragon Slayer. Dragon Slayer is supposed to be a blue watermelon. What I'm expecting out of the blue watermelon, it might be some sort of blueberry-ish watermelon maybe. I'm not completely sure about that, but let's check it out. I think I was right on that one. It tastes like Jolly Ranchers, the blue one. I'm assuming it's the raspberry one if I'm correct, something like that, or the blueberry, with the watermelon one, both at the same time. Like if you had them both at the same time, you're chewing on both. That's exactly how this tastes. So definitely a good vape. Definitely like this for sure. It brought a different perspective of blueberry-ish type with mixed with watermelon. Definitely brought it up. I didn't think they will mix together too well, but definitely it's very good, guys. Very good. All right, guys. Last but not least, we got Toucan Killa. Toucan Killa is a sugar frosted mixture of all your favorite fruit rings, showered in cold milk. Don't forget your spoon! Exclamation point. So this is definitely one of those Fruit Loops, only because of the fact that it says fruit rings, your favorite fruit rings. That's all Fruit Loops right there. It has the milk flavor into it, so this is what I like. This is what Hector specialties is. It's breakfast e-liquids, so this is on my ballpark. So let's see how it vapes. This is definitely what up there. My top 5 so far. Yeah, definitely my top 5 cereal flavors for sure. It has that rich fruity flavor, but not so much that's like, wow, overwhelming, like you can barely handle it. It has that fruit taste to it, has that creamy taste to it. It's right there in my ball field. Definitely in the top 5 of my favorite cereal-y flavors for sure. Right before we leave, guys, I just want to show you guys the density of this whole line. We're in Florida, it's hot, so the e-liquids tend to not be as thick, and they're still thick. But I just want to show you guys the density of this. I mean, I'm not even running this super hot, super crazy. I don't have a crazy build in here, and it's still super thick. I mean, it's really thick e-liquid, guys. Definitely, if you like to blow clouds and you want to still get good flavoring out of a e-liquid, this line is definitely right there on the spot for you guys. It brings the flavors out. Besides one of the flavors that only had the banana hint to it, and I couldn't pick out the rest, but everything else, it's almost right to the dot with the description, so that's a good thing for sure. Only con with these e-liquids, at least with Bomb Pop, because that's the one that I had tried before, it's that well, not now, but with the Bomb Pop when I used it a few days ago, it tended to really, I don't know, I think it's the sweetener in the e-liquid. At least Bomb Pop, I don't know about the rest if they do it, but at least Bomb Pop did it to my cotton. It got really dark. I don't know if it because it was in the hot too long or what it was, but it got my cotton within like 40 minutes to an hour. They got really dark, and I'm assuming it's a sweetener, which is not something bad. I mean, you still got full flavor. It's just that your cotton's gonna discolor a little bit. So I mean, it's a con, but it's all subjective. To me, it didn't really bother me because I still got the full-on flavor. It wasn't changing anything. It wasn't like it was burning the cotton. It was just the sweetener, and it was pretty strong, as you can see. I mean, it's a max VG line, but you still get full flavor. So you know they got strong sweetener in there, and it was just discoloring my cotton. But besides that, nothing wrong with the e-liquid, guys. It's a great line. That being said, guys, I want to give a big shout out to Killa Clouds, to Charles and Greg especially, for being there for us and giving us this great line. Also a big shout out to Vapin Lizards for having me here and doing this review. And until next time, vape safe.